Welcome back, Benchwarmers. Today we're talking about new sweaters for the upcoming NHL season.
Two teams brought back their classic look with a modern twist, which should have been done a long time ago.
We're going to give our thoughts on the new jerseys, followed by our top 3 jerseys of all time, as well as some that maybe shouldn't have made it to the production line. I'm Brendan, custom jersey heat presser.
And I'm Corey, Nike seamstress, and this is our view from the bench.
Before we get started, if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you never miss any one of the new episodes.
Also, if you could please do us the favor, if you like what you see here, please don't forget to smash that like button.
Smash it. Smash it for us. Come on. It's free. It's free for you. It's free for us. Helps out the channel a lot more than you probably think.
Heck yeah.
All right, Corey, we're back to it.
Woo.
This one is kind of fun because it's like about sports, but it's not like, okay, and in this game they did this and this is who they traded for that. It's like kind of I guess we're combining fashion with sports now, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. And helps too that I have a little bit of inside info for one of the jerseys we're going to talk about. So that'll be interesting to see what I can tell you.
Very true. Yeah, you've kind of known about it and given me sprinkles that it was kind of coming out. Now they actually kept it under wraps pretty well because even it was hard to even get any leaks from it. You didn't even get anything being in the organization. So happy that they're back though with some old school flair.
Heck yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't, usually these things leak like way early, but I think both the Ducks and Kings didn't leak until like maybe a couple days before that we were actually planning on unveiling. So
That's not bad.
kudos to the team to like keep it under wraps that long because yeah, it just doesn't happen these days.
Very true. And as you've stated, the 2 jerseys that we're talking about are actually 2 local jerseys to us here in SoCal. The LA Kings and the Anaheim Ducks have updated / gone backwards a little bit to their jerseys. But like you mentioned in the intro, it was much needed because, I mean, looking back, bro, they're just the best logos that are out there. I mean, not a Kings fan, but those are pretty classic. Where do you want to start? You want to start at home or you want to start with the bums in LA?
Now let's start with the Kings because I'm with you, man. It is a classic look, and like we grew up in the '90s as kids, so that's what they wore because that was like the Gretzky era. So like I remember my dad and my mom took me to a Kings game back when they played at the Forum, and like I came home with a mini stick, and that's the logo that's on the stick is that crest or like that chevron logo, I guess is what they kind of call
hmm
it with the crown. And I mean, it's a different crown now. They revamped it up a little bit. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see we have the home and road jerseys kind of sliding on the screen here for you. But dude, it honestly, it's awesome. Yeah, it takes the Ducks and Kings from like bottom 5, 10 like logos or jerseys in the league, probably to like both in the top 10, if not top 5. Like it's going to change a bunch of stuff for us.
Yeah, I would agree because though I do like the other colors that were associated with the Jux, with the purple, the teal, and the white and stuff like that. I understand sticking with the orange. One, it's very unique to the league. I don't know of many or any other orange teams.
Just
Um,
Philly and Oilers, but those are like different oranges than what we're rocking.
yeah, true, and it's not. I don't believe it's like their super main color, like as you could see for the Ducks one,
Yeah.
is very crazy. But staying with the Kings quickly. Again, not too big of a fan, but the way that these old school jerseys look sweet. I mean, their logo that was from before, I sometimes got it confused. Not really because I pay attention to sports, but it's similar to like an alternate Kings logo or something like that from the Sacramento Kings in basketball. And I've never really been a Kings fan, obviously, as a Laker fan. So nice to get back to their roots. You got the full word Los Angeles on it, so that's kind of cool. A lot of people be putting LA on everything here, so
Yeah.
having it spelled out is kind of nice. And yeah, a refresh, but kind of going backwards in time, paying homage to, well, actually, they won all their titles in their new one, but paying homage to, I guess, like you said, the Gretzky days. I was going to say paying homage to their roots of winning, but their winning came in their new jerseys. But either way, it looks great. It looks good.
Yeah, and I also like the last ones they've been wearing with their like home plate logo looking thing with the LA. I never understood like why do they have that shape of like what does that shape have to do with anything? It just looks awkward to me. So I'm glad they went back to this. Again, I'm not a Kings fan, but yeah, the jerseys are way better and that logo is way better than it used to be. So I'm excited for it.
Same, same. Excited to see them lose as many games as possible in them, for
Oh
sure.
yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, let's move on to the better team in our eyes, but not necessarily in the standings or in the history books. The Ducks, baby.
Woo!
Bringing back the classic face mask look with the duck logo. This is one of the best logos, I think, like ever.
Dude.
And bringing back them to be the centerpiece of the jersey is,
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Like I was told, okay, so like if we're going back, I think about a year ago, I got inkling that there was a new logo or jersey coming within the next couple years. I didn't think it was going to be the first year with Fanatics, usually when a new brand or logo takes over, they kind of do, give us some time to like get into the sport. But they let the Ducks and Kings do their thing. And yeah, this Ducks jersey, dude, I'm so excited. I mean, I'm not a big fan of orange necessarily, but as you said earlier, like it makes sense. We're in Orange County. There's some gold on there because we're in the Golden State. Like all these details make sense. And I love the new logo and like version of this MD logo is what we call it, Mighty Ducks logo. Like the orange eye pops at you, like the sticks, and like I don't know if it was noticeable on the old jersey or back in the purple and teal, but like the WW on the sticks for Wild Wings initials is way more obvious and prominent on this. Like,
I did not know that's what it was for. Nice.
yeah,
That's a cool little touch.
yeah. See, so like I think it's great. The shoulder logo, the D logo is revamped a little bit. I mean, it's fine. The logo's okay, but
It's
the
okay
main,
that it's on the shoulder. That's what I think. I'm glad that it's not the full, jersey anymore where you just see that on the front. The side logo, because again, paying a little bit of history to, what they were for the past, I don't know, 15 years or so that they
yeah,
had that. So
16, 18, somewhere in there. Yeah, it's been a long time.
yeah, no, I like it a lot. And the orange eye is kind of cool. Obviously, a lot of references to Orange County, the county that Anaheim is in here in Southern California. But the orange eye kind of gives it that like angry look as
Yeah,
opposed to just, a duck. So
yeah. A little more fierce looking, a little more in your face, a little more. That's kind of what they've told us the last year or so in marketing too. They're trying to be back in the more of a modern, or back where they were in the '90s, where they're like in your face and like kind of aggressive with their marketing and their way of thinking and doing things, which they've now turned into this jersey logo. And man, I'm excited. Hopefully, we can just win some games in them next year. That'd be
Well, I mean, that's kind of like what hockey is aggression. It's a lot of aggression. This isn't ballet or figure skating. You know what I mean? Like,
we
let's get
sell.
out there and like
Yeah, we sell
bust
stuff.
some heads.
A company called Violent Gentleman that sells hockey apparel. Like
Oh,
that
great brand, by the way. Great
yeah,
brand. Shout out to Violent Gentleman.
dude,
VG. Oof.
the
Shit's
perfect
fire.
the perfect name for a hockey clothing brand. It's like
100%.
the exact perfect description of the sport. So yeah, dude, I'm just stoked. I'm excited. Like I said, just hope they can get some wins. That's the next thing.
Has this like been like released? Obviously, you work in the store there. Is it like out for sale or not
So
yet?
you can pre-order the jerseys right now online at our website, AnaheimTeamStore.com, if you want to go check it out.
Little plug.
But right now we have like a couple shirts and a hoodie and stickers and pucks with the logo. And
Okay, so the logo's available.
yeah,
I
the
see that.
logo is available and some stuff. We'll have the jerseys before the regular season starts because they're going to wear them on the ice for preseason. So we want to have them by then and be selling them and get a bunch of orange jerseys out there. Although not gonna lie, I like the white one better. The white one with the shoulders that are orange, like that logo
It's
just
pretty
pops
clean
off the
because it
white.
breaks it up a little bit.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. You know what's so funny looking at the picture that you see here? I mean, I know it because I've seen it a bunch of times, but if you think about it, these guys are skating around on ice and they're actually technically wearing shorts.
Yeah, true, right?
I mean, they just have really, really long socks and pads and shit that kind of cover their legs, but they're technically just wearing shorts. It's kind of funny to think about. So,
Yeah, you're right. That's hilarious.
yeah. But again, these are some great, great logos, great jerseys that these teams are kind of bringing back and kind of restoring some of the restoring some of the history that they had here in SoCal. So, really nice to see. Really nice to see.
Hell yeah.
But that kind of leads us into, since we really both like those, that leads us into something else that we wanted to kind of add a little bit. And we wanted to kind of look back across all sports, actually, and across history. It doesn't necessarily have to be current, and kind of look to see what jerseys were really clean. There's a lot out there. Obviously, we've had decades and decades of different sports, 4 different major sports across our country, as well as soccer, we're including internationally and stuff. So, we're going to give you some of our favorite jerseys. And Corey, I'd like you to start. I don't know if you want to go in like a 3-2-1 order or if there is no real order and these are just the three, but please tell me what is one of your favorite jerseys of all time.
Yeah, no, I am gonna go 3-2-1. That's exactly
Okay.
you called it right. So number 3 of my top 3 is, if you're a hockey fan, you'll know what this is. The Hartford Whalers, which was a team back in I think 79 to 95 or something like that. They ended up moving down to Carolina and becoming the Hurricanes. But this logo on this jersey is like so simple but so great. You can see the H is hidden within the logo where the white is. You can see the whale tail at the top because of the Whalers. There's a W at the bottom. Like it's just like almost like the most perfect logo, and it looks so nice with the green logo on the white jersey for the Whalers that every time I see this is just like perfect.
It does look very clean, especially for a team that doesn't even exist anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah,
So it's not like it could really bring it back. I mean, I guess the
they did
Hurricanes could,
actually.
huh?
That was one of their reverse retro jerseys in the
Okay,
last.
perfect. I was gonna say, I guess the
They did
Hurricanes could
bring
throw
it
it
back,
back like that,
but
but
Whew, that's so
Yeah, no,
nice.
that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. I like that one. Okay. All right. Give me number 2.
All right, this is weird. I didn't do this on purpose. My 2 and number 1 are both from the same city, but I didn't plan that. That just kind of
And you're
happened.
not a fan of either. That's the
No,
funny
I'm
part.
not. It's weird.
But that's not what we're picking here. We're not picking our favorite teams. We're picking our favorite jerseys.
Exactly. So number 2 for me is the new Padres jersey that they wear, where it's the charcoal gray looking. Well, I guess not even charcoal. It's kind of a light brownish with pinstripes and San Diego written in brown with the gold trim on it. I don't know what it is about. I guess it's pinstripes that are just not in white because usually that's the only color you see
Yankees.
pinstripes in.
Uh-huh.
But man, yeah, this Sandy. Ever since they've gone back to the yellow and brown, they've done such a good job. And this alternate third jersey is just perfect, dude. I don't know if it's because I love San Diego and Petco too. That could be part
It's
of it.
pretty,
So
dude. Petco is
playing
so
it.
beautiful. Yeah, it's so
um,
nice.
but these alternate thirds are just perfect. I think in baseball.
It really is such a good place to attend a game. We actually have a recording of, kind of little snippets. We went to a game. It didn't necessarily turn out the way we wanted, as far as Diamondbacks fans go, but honestly, it's just a great time at Petco. Go check that video out if you haven't already. But I think this is pretty clean too. Again, not a huge Padres fan, but there's something about them that are clean. Again, getting away from that orange and blue that they were trying to kind of go with, orange, blue, and white for a little bit.
And then
I like these colors way better.
they went to that like sand and ocean blue. Remember when they first moved to Petco? They kind of like went with like the sand
Oh yeah, hmm,
colored stuff, and they were trying to be more beachy. And it's like, yeah, it's cool.
which makes sense, right?
Yeah,
But
I get it. They're down in the harbor, they're there, but like, nah, this is much better. It's like a more modern, actually, in a weird way, it's a modern version of the colors and stuff they wore back in their days when they first
yeah,
started.
yeah, agreed,
Following our
agreed.
theme of ducks and kings.
True, true. So you said that they were in the same city, which means I'm assuming you like the San Diego Clippers jerseys from back in the day. Is that what it is? No.
No, it's. I guess as I said that and I thought about it, they don't really play in that city anymore. They're from San Diego.
True.
Yeah, the LA Chargers now, but at the time, the San Diego Chargers powder blues that they wore in like 2000 to
Clean.
2003, LT, dude, that
I was
white
just about to
helmet
say.
with the lightning bolt. Man, dude, those jerseys are just. I guess at the time because I hadn't seen the powder blue before, they used to wear them back in the day, but like when they first started wearing these in the 2000s, like, ooh, these are not. And it was like the first time the NFL kind of really started. I like think trying to bring back the old school looks for teams, but man, this powder blue is beautiful.
That's nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I like them too. They didn't do much in them, unfortunately, with all the talent that they had. I have no idea how, but here we are. Just good old Chargers charging, right?
Yeah, that's unfortunately what it is.
All right, all right. My turn.
Yeah, what you got, sir? Give me your top 3.
Okay, so as much as I mentioned it in yours, I'm realizing I didn't do the same. You were picking based on jerseys, and somehow I decided to pick some of my favorite teams in this. I don't know how I got hung up on this, but to be honest with you, I do like the jerseys. So there's honestly a lot of nice jerseys out there. Some of them, even just being as plain and old school as they are, I'll give my. I know this is like kind of a audible here, but I feel like I have to mention it because it's one of my favorite of all time. I'm going with hockey, but I didn't want to include it because it's nothing special in my opinion. It's very original, and that is the Blackhawks jersey with that big cheap Blackhawk on the front right there.
Yeah.
It's super clean. I love that jersey. So that's like a little bit of a runner up, I guess you
Which
can say.
one? Because they have 3
The
of them.
red, all red.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, the red. That's dope.
Yeah. But again, that was just a little tidbit I couldn't come up with. But these are the 3 that I've gone with. Okay.
All right, let's go.
There's an alternate black jersey that the Diamondbacks wore in 2006. The reason why I like it is because it incorporates some of those old colors from when the Diamondbacks originally existed, kind of like I referenced in relation to the Ducks with the teal and the purple. But it has the black. It's got a clean Diamondbacks logo across the front. You can see a little bit of the Diamondback trim on the jersey sleeves, and just with the pattern of the, like what a Diamondback snake would have. I just think they're really clean. So yeah, that one. I like that one.
Those ones are dope because those the A's too at the end each look like snake teeth. So it looks like
Yeah.
dude, like the detail, and then the snake head. I always liked the snake head. I kind of got mad when they got rid of that for a while, but I'm glad they brought it back. The snake head they have with the snake and the ball in its mouth on the shoulder, or the little sleeve right there is dope. Like, dude, it just reminds me of good times when they were good for a long time. They back.
Yeah. Won
Not
a
the
World Series.
right now. World.
Yeah, true. We were at the World Series. Yeah.
We won today already to start the second half. Like, we'll see what happens. I'm feeling good. We're getting healthy.
And the Cubs too. Cubs aren't a bad team.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Number 2. Also sticking with one of my favorite teams. But to be honest with you, Number one is not one of my favorite teams. So just,
Oh,
brace yourself, audience. Okay. This one is, I think it's a little bit of a combination of who it represents and the look,
okay.
because I think the look is very clean. It's a nice all black jersey, but it's the 2020 Black Mamba Lakers jerseys.
Oh,
So it's got the yellow trim with a little bit of hidden snakeskin all on the black part.
wow.
And obviously, paying homage to Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, is pretty cool too. So I love these jerseys. Obviously, this is the year that they won the title as well. So that kind of helps too. I remember AD's shot over, I forgot who it was over, but against the Nuggets to,
Yeah.
to win a game. So, yeah, just a lot of good memories, even though COVID was crazy. A lot of good memories. And again, paying homage to the GOAT, in my opinion, Kobe Bryant. So,
Dude. Okay, so not only do I absolutely love these jerseys as well, but if not, you know how you said they're black with the yellow trim. If you notice on the back half of the neck collar, it actually turns to purple. So it's got purple on the back of the neck. You just can't. It's very subtle on the seam.
gotcha. I kind of didn't really notice that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and then the fact that the numbers are like the old school style that they used to wear like in the 80s and 90s when we were a kid before they went to like the current kind of more, well, I guess
Font.
do it again, yeah.
Yeah.
But the numbers are yellow outline, but it's black inside, so it's just a yellow outline of a number, which I think makes them pop even more instead of it being like
A
white,
big,
LA,
right.
and black as the jersey. So just obviously Kobe helped design these, so they're gonna be amazing. But
Yeah.
these
Well,
are just the
GOAT.
dope jerseys. But yeah, like you said, they got to win the title in the not in that game and that they wore them, but they wore them throughout the title run. So
Right.
they're a little
They
special.
wanted to, but they blew it.
I know in Game 5 it should have been Lakers in 5, like every other series. And they fucked
Every
it up.
other series was, but freaking Heat. Yeah. Anyways.
Don't matter now.
Yeah, win's a win. I don't care what you haters say, Rich. I know you're gonna say something in the damn comments. It counts. It counts because you have 0.
Oh, that
Sorry.
that hurts.
Love you, bud.
All
All right.
right.
All right. My number one. A lot of people, I feel, so when we were researching this, we wanted, because I don't remember every jersey, right? I know that some that I like, but I wanted to make sure that I was looking at a bunch of jerseys. When researching this, a lot of people didn't like this jersey, but to me, it's one of my favorite, like, ever. So
Yeah.
to each their own, I guess you could say. But I'm going with the throwback 95 to 98 Toronto Raptors with a big
Oh,
red Raptor and the
yeah.
purple. All I think about is Vince Carter dunking on everybody.
Hell yeah.
Just a beautiful, cool jersey. I wish they'd bring it back. I know they've changed their colors, obviously, more to like the black and red. But I think the jersey is clean, and it kind of has this just like 90s flair. You can kind of compare it probably to the Grizzlies jersey during that time. It's just teal with a big old bear on it and over some mountains and stuff like that. So it just has that 90s flair that I really, really like. So
Yeah, dude, those jerseys were dope. And I'm with you. I'd think of Vince Carter every time somebody says the Raptors. Like I know they won with Kawhi, but again, it's a different like color and logo at that point. Like this purple,
I
dude.
think it was there
Everybody,
for
all the
about
teams,
2 months.
all
So
the teams in the '90s, man, had the purple, and then they all got rid of it. I don't know what the fuck
right,
happened.
what was wrong with purple? I mean, the Lakers haven't, but they don't. They do have a. They don't really wear it a lot, to be honest with you. They
Yeah,
consider it a color, but they don't really rock purple that much. So to your
don't even
point.
get me started on home road association icon bullshit jerseys in the NBA. It's so frustrating.
No, I'm kind of with you on it. If you'd like to give a snippet of what you want, that's fine. But yeah, basically, it's like they used to have. Okay, we wear these at home, we wear these on the road, we have these on Sundays, we have etc. Right
Yes.
now, they just have 1,000 jerseys. They just kind of feel like wherever they want.
They
I feel
wear
like I've seen white on the road.
yeah, they wear white on the road on a Tuesday. They're wearing purple on at home. They're wearing yellow in Boston. I'm like, what is happening? Like, how do I should be able to turn the TV on and without like
Looking at the
really having to
court,
try to figure out who's at home, I should be able to know who's at home based on the jersey colors. Like the lighter color usually is the home team, and the darker color is usually the road team, or whatever. Like pick a scheme and go. You can have third and fourth alternate jerseys and rotate them in occasionally. I get that, but like
but keep them home, keep them road, etc.
yeah, like a home alternate, a road alternate, Sunday whites like the Lakers used to do, like
I
certain things.
love the Sunday white. I miss that they
Totally fine
don't
with that.
reserve it for Sunday anymore. To be
Yeah,
honest with you,
it's stupid.
yeah. So cool. So those are our top three. Those are the top three. Those are the ones that we like. There's plenty. Again, like I said, the Blackhawks one. There's plenty of cool jerseys out there. I just tried to narrow it down so we're not sitting here talking about jerseys for 45 minutes. No. But with good jerseys come bad jerseys as well. Some
Yeah.
teams kind of go for it, and some teams swing and miss. So let's kind of go through and see what each of us consider as some of the worst jerseys of all time. Corey, I'm gonna kick it back to you to start us off.
All right. So I'm gonna start with number 3. And I'm not gonna lie, 2 of my 3 are baseball and they're both kind of the same concept or theme, but they're
But they're both
terrible.
ugly.
Oh, they're worse. So number 3 in mine is going to be the Mariners sleeveless turn ahead the clock uniform they wore back in I think 98 or 99. If you're looking on YouTube, these are hideous. There's not only are this is before the teams really wore cutoffs like the sleeveless jerseys. This is the first time I think they did this. The Seattle logo is like the entire front of the jersey,
And
like
like on a side.
yeah, it's weird, and the number is massive on like the left chest. Like I don't really know what's happening. If you look at the back too, the numbers, the names underneath the number, which had never, I don't remember that happening in baseball before, and it
That's a
just
summer league basketball thing.
yeah, it's ugly, it's hideous, it's sad that Griffey and A-Rod are in these pictures that if you look
Right?
that are wearing them.
Legends.
Yeah, it's not like it was like some shitty team. There's like, yeah, let's try and see if we can make some money. Like these are legit guys that got on this roster in this time, and oh, is it ugly, man? Damn.
No, it's pretty bad, especially because it doesn't match even what I have in mind of what Seattle Mariners colors are, which is that teal. You know what I mean?
Correct. Yeah,
So
there's
having
no
this random red, you're just like, where did this even come from?
yeah, and then to call it the turn the head the clock, I don't even know what that means. What are you
Maybe
trying to
because you said it was like 99, so they were
oh, just
going
think
to the
it's
year
futuristic.
2000.
Oh, man,
I
terrible.
don't know.
Terrible.
I'm reaching. I didn't work there. I have no idea.
Man, hey, you went to school for marketing. You kind of have an idea what you're talking
Yeah, that's my guess then. All right. That was your third. Okay, let's keep going then. Who's number 2 on your bad list?
Two, I'm going back to the ice rink. I'm going with the Montreal Canadiens. They're basically a nickname called the Barber Pole jerseys, which they wore in
Oh, yeah.
2009. And if you're looking on YouTube, it basically is white, red, blue line stripes all the way up the jersey, and the numbers are white, and the name is white letters. It's just, if it's actually kind of like hurts my eyes even looking at
Yeah.
photos. I can only imagine watching them go up and down the rink while playing the game.
Right? Just all of them skating back and forth. It'd be one thing maybe if they had like 6, like, or
Yeah.
3 thick ones, but it's
Yeah.
just like over it, over it, over it, over and over again.
Yeah, it's instead of alternating just 2 colors, they're just alternating 3 colors, red, white, and blue all the way up. And then on the sleeves, I'm just and again with the white letters with I don't know, it just
It's a
these are
lot.
disgusting.
It's a lot. No, I'm with you. It's a lot.
I'm glad I didn't watch them on TV because it honestly would have hurt my eyes. It's too much.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. Glad they only had them for 1 year.
God.
They
Ugh.
probably got a lot of feedback saying, you know what, let's not rock these anymore.
Yeah, I think it's time to move on.
All right. Then moving on to number 1.
All
Who you
right.
got as one of your worst jerseys of all time?
So you have to be right about this since this is 1999 for these again. These are called the Pittsburgh Pirates uniform of the future. And it is a sleeveless okay, mind you, when I say Pittsburgh Pirates, what colors come to mind?
Black and yellow, like everything in Pittsburgh. Pirates,
Okay.
Steelers,
So
Penguins.
this jersey is a red shirt. It's a red sleeveless shirt, which
Okay,
totally
bad
makes sense.
start.
The logo of the pirate with like the do-rag and like the black dots on the yellow. It's a big face, and it's like the Seattle one. It's like his entire front chest. Like the whole jersey is just this big ass logo, and it's a mean pirate. I mean, it's too much. I don't know what's happening. And then if you look at the back, the numbers are instead of being horizontal left to right, it's vertical. So number 10 is stacked on top of each other, and the name is written the other way again. I don't know what's happening. I don't get it.
I don't think they did either. I don't know what they thought the year 2000 was going to bring, all these
Oh,
baseball teams, but apparently a headache is what they decided because these just hurt, man. They hurt. I don't know. I'm glad, again, that they've only lasted the 1 year and that they've reverted back to their, old school jersey. They're just the
yeah.
bread and butter,
And now that I'm looking at it too at the photo, I'm looking at it closely. They all have black shirts underneath and then yellow shirts underneath to make it look like it's got sleeves. So that's part of the uniform. And also, they're wearing gray pants. So what does that have to do with the red, black, and yellow? What are we doing here?
Yeah, it's a
I'm not
lot.
a fashion person, but my God.
No, neither am I. Yeah, definitely not. I don't take fashion advice from us, but don't buy these jerseys. How about that?
God, I can't imagine they'd cost anything to be at a thrift shop if you're lucky to find
True, true. Hey, maybe you get some money on it because it's just so unique.
them. Maybe. I don't know.
Probably. Well, somebody's got to want it though.
Yeah, that's
All right.
That's my 3, sir. Go ahead.
Those are good
Top
or
3.
bad, I guess you
Yeah,
would say.
yeah. Good point.
All right, I'm gonna start with number 3. We're gonna go to baseball. This one's a little bit old, but it looks like it's really old. We're going with the White Sox collars and shorts jerseys. They
Oh,
literally look like postmen, like they're about to deliver mail, or they already did, and they're now gonna come and play baseball. I don't like it. I mean, I maybe the idea of looking good, with a little collared shirt, and obviously they play in the summer, so shorts make it nice because it's hot. But
Chicago, yeah, okay.
yeah, obviously the humidity in Chicago is not that great. I went in June. I can attest to it.
Yeah.
Not this past June, but a June. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know where they were going with it. I'm glad they don't have this anymore. I'm glad no other teams adopted it. Again, besides, the post office.
Yeah, man, these collar looking thing. What are we? It literally, and it's not even the whole thing around it. They're just like little squares on each side that are hanging
Yeah, yeah, right?
part of a collar. And
Yeah.
shorts and baseball. What are we doing? What is
Right?
happening?
That's gotta hurt to slide, or you're wearing really long socks.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know who was thinking shorts and baseball. Yeah, I mean, I get the weather part in Chicago in the summer, but other
I
than that,
guess.
that was not a good idea.
Nah, nah. Most games, not every, they do have day, but most games are at night. You know what I mean? So
True, true.
okay. Moving to number 2. I'm gonna keep it with the city that you had at number 1. I'm going Pittsburgh. But I'm not going with the Pirates on this one, even though that one is pretty bad. I'm sticking with that black and yellow theme, but I think they did it too much, like you mentioned the Canadians did. I'm going with the Pittsburgh
Oh,
Steelers Bumblebee jerseys.
yeah.
Again, this is not necessarily a knock on any of the organizations themselves, just the jersey they put out at this particular moment. They look dumb. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Most of you know what that is when I say the Pittsburgh Steelers Bumblebee jerseys. If you don't, it's on the screen, and they broke out of Pittsburgh jail. I guess it looks like this is the longest yard apparently.
Yeah. No, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, because it's just weird. Not a fan. Again, nothing to do with the organization. Some of their standard all black with the black helmet and the white. That's clean. That's really
Yeah.
clean. So I can't. I'm not really. But no, this ain't it. This
Yeah.
ain't it.
Okay, but I will give them one credit over the Canadian jerseys. At least the numbers, you can see them because they put a white block and then put a black letter on it. So it's not like
True.
running into the yellow and black stripes where it's hard to read the numbers. But that makes
I
it
mean,
even
still
more
ugly.
hideous also. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It makes it even uglier because now there's just this random. And then not only that, Antonio Brown, if you're watching on YouTube, has 2 numbers, but they're in their own boxes. They're not even in one big box. So there's a little gap in between of the stripes. Like, oh, this is terrible. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know who designed this one, but they were immediately fired for sure.
Man.
They got hired by the Canadians.
Oh, so bad. So bad. Yikes.
All right, I'm gonna move on to what my least favorite one was here, and I'm gonna go back to hockey, like you mentioned for the Canadians here. This one, I guess, is kind of similar to yours, not as many stripes, but it's just as ugly. The Vancouver Canucks Flying V jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
I really didn't know what these were until I started searching for bad jerseys, and I couldn't get this one out of my head once I saw it. For those of you who don't know, like myself, it'll be on the screen here. It's pretty bad. When they're like bright, like really bright yellow with like a V-shaped pattern of a bunch of other different colors. And the Canucks currently are blue, green, and white. So where the black, red, and yellow I have no idea. So it's atrocious, and their newer jerseys are a lot better.
Yeah, so when they started, they used to be these colors, but they used to have a logo that was a skate going across the jersey and it said Canucks. And it was like, okay, that's not bad. I don't know what the hell is going on in this thing. This is hideous. And like when you told me about it and I was trying to search for the pictures for this, I was like, oh, you mean the black one? Because there's one that's all black with just
Which
the
sucks.
and V, which is ugly, but then you're like, no, there's a yellow one. And I was like, oh, now I know what you're talking about. This thing is hideous.
Yeah, the black one is okay, but it's still ugly. But the yellow one is it's just so much in your face. You're just like, oh, I gotta look away, but I paid for tickets to watch this game, so I better watch. You know what I mean? It's not great. But yeah. So that's it, my friends. We've kind of covered again. Looking forward to the new jerseys from the Kings and the Ducks, mostly the Ducks, obviously, being Ducks fans. Hopefully, their season can turn around like their jerseys have.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, crossing our fingers there. But
again, sometimes when teams change logos and jerseys, they win. Like the Broncos never won; they went to that new like really cool horse, and then they went back to back. Or like it happens in sports. Like teams change logos, and then boom. Like Angels, they won a World Series like the first year where they wore that red. I mean,
true.
Shit.
I mean, ask Dion. You look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You play good, they pay good. And if you're playing good, you're probably winning games too. So Dion knows what it's like. He gets it. He gets it. You feeling good? You're gonna get out there and get at it. So
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, obviously we covered some other good jerseys, some not so good jerseys. Let us know in the comments down below what's your favorite jersey of all time. Also, if you have an ugly one that you think should be burned in the fire with the six that we've nominated, let us know what that is too. Also, did we miss anything? Did we miss any jersey that we should have kind of covered here? Again, I tried to include the Blackhawks a little bit at the end to try to as another cool one. But if we missed, let us know down below in the comments. Appreciate everybody stopping by, seeing things as always from our view from the bench. I'm Brendan.
I'm Corey. Like we always say, enjoy the sports until we talk again.
Peace.
This was a Sycamore Fourth Studios production.